Good day to all my viewers and happy Workers' Day to everybody. To my fellow worker, today is a worker day throughout Nigeria, and I want to appreciate all Nigerian workers, and I pray the labor of our labor will not go in vain. In Jesus' name, happy Workers' Day to you. I remember the way we always say, Isuweto, Africa. Africa is Soweto. Yeah, quickly this today, I just want to speak to my fellow workers on something we need to know about process. Yeah, you know, process is a very sweet thing in a workplace, and it has affected so many people. It has even cost some people their job. It has cost some people their life. And breach of process and the rest is the things that the worker need to know even on a day like this, because so many of us, we have a very good heart to our job. We want to do things sincerely speaking, not knowing that we are breaching process. And this thing too is affecting some of our employers too. Yes, I mean employers too. So just sit tight and listen to what process is all about, how you can bridge a process, how does it affect the employee, and how does it affect the employers too. So I said, what is a process? A process is just what is, in fact, is structured and a well-defined series of activities that, you know, a step-by-step activities that should be carried out, that shall be done in carrying out a specific job. Every job have their own process. Every office has their own process. Even in the church, there's a process in church. Because if somebody fornicated, for example, pastor does not actually need to send him out of the church. There's a process of counseling and doing some other things for the person so that the person can come back to the faith. So in the office, there's a process for you to do so many work. Me, I was once a victim of process that it nearly killed me, nearly take away my life. But thank God today, I am a living testimony. So that's why I choose a day like this, a Workers' Day, to just tell us. So I say a process is just a well-structured and a step-by-step series of activities you need to carry out in achieving a certain job. So now I say it's a blueprint to perform a task or a job in a particular place. Why is it important? As a process is important because it brings out efficiency in a workplace. It enhances continuity and consistency in a workplace. It reduces errors. Because once you know a process, you won't fall into errors. And it increases accountability in a workplace. So now, if you breach a process, what does it do to you? It leads to what? It leads to error and tarnish the image of your company. I remember my present MD, my chairman, engineer Emmanuel Denedo, will always tell me, please, Ayoola, once is after 6, don't breach the safety rule by you continue to work. Stop your work, because a company that gave us, our client, can blacklist us. So it can lead to blacklist if you breach the process. No, it can lead to death. I remember safety will always tell you, don't do this, don't drink, don't do this one. So there are processes that you need to oblige. Use your safety PPE while working. If you breach them, it can lead to death of some people. It can cause a ripple effect in some people. I know so many things that happen in the sector when people breach process. It can even lead to sack for you. It can lead to blacklist, as I said. It can lead to disciplinary action, and it can lead to so many things. You know what process can lead on to. So that is means today, if you don't understand the process, ask the management, ask your leader or your guy to explain what did the process say about this. I was telling you, I said when I started this chat that when I resigned from my former company, process caught up with me with my good intention, because you might have a good intention, but process can still caught up with you. I have a good intention of, okay, let me just move this into this place. But the process said I need to get an approval before I can do it, but I didn't. At the end of the day, my name was published everywhere. That thing nearly killed me. So to employers too. Now, when you make tension, maybe you make a process too rigid, what does it cost you? Now, it costs you not for allow people to think outside the box, because this is what the process said. So I can't just reason outside the box for the company. Meaning it make people to just be redundant in one location, and they'll be able to think very, very well. So that's what process. Yeah, if you are too rigid as an employer as a project, it make the job slow. I'm not saying you should track a project, but it make the job slow. What do I mean? I remember in those days they said, don't repair this, don't do this one. Community will lose some things that they are capable of doing. manage those such community and let them just do it. We know you can't fix all faults. You can't fix everything. Sit down with the community. Yeah, the president say you cannot give, you cannot do all this. Yes, we know. But you completely sincerely want to like assist. Why not let us just sit down and reach an agreement to make the work, not the, to make things to work faster for us. Enough for employees to make the employees to lose some of best of their best. Now, I remember in those days, they changed some manager to go to and manage some location. They said after 3 months, if you can't perform, maybe you have to be sacked. I know so many managers that were sacked in those days because of such process. Maybe those managers are bad. Think about the bad terrain that those managers are working. What you need to think is think twice and look at it. Now, they sack some manager. Today, you see them outside that job now. They are doing very, very fine. So now to employers too, think about the process. Don't be too rigid about the process. So I'm saying, in conclusion, I read something. I said, process is an essential for structure and consistency. So you employee, don't breach process. Think about the process. And if you don't understand, ask. And employers too, don't be too over rigid on process. Think about the process. There are some that you can work around it. Let the employer see the reason why you should do this, why you should not do that. And continual educations will help us. I know you've been able to learn something today. Happy worker days, and I will see you in another class. Bye for now. Bye.